It said my name. It was supposed to be a joke. Me, my cousin Liz, and two of our friends, James and Tori, decided to dig out this dusty old Ouija board from my grandmother's attic. We found it wrapped in a faded black cloth, tucked in a wooden chest that smelled like mildew and old secrets. My grandma used to be into some strange stuff, and I always got the feeling she never really wanted anyone to go through her things after she died. But we were bored, and boredom leads to bad decisions. We set the board up in the basement. Lights off. Only a few candles flickering, throwing shadows across the cement walls. The planchette felt cold, like it had been buried in snow. We all laughed nervously, joking about demons and ghosts, until Tori said the stupid words, "Is anyone there?" The planchette didn't move at first. I swear no one was pushing it. Then slowly it slid to YES. James immediately let go. "Nope, I'm out. One of you is screwing with me." None of us admitted it. Liz swore she wasn't moving it, and I believed her. Her hands were trembling too much. Tori asked again, "Who are we speaking to?" The planchette moved fast this time. E-L-A-I-N-E. "Elaine?" I asked. "Were you someone my grandma knew?" It moved to YES again. Then it spelled SHELEFTME. My stomach tightened. "She left you where?" INTHEWALL. I swear the room got colder. I looked over at the far wall, the one my grandpa had built himself after some plumbing work years ago. It was slightly uneven, almost like it had been done in a rush. Tori's voice was shaking. "Elaine, are you dead?" DONTTURNAROUND. We all froze. The basement was behind us, pitch black except for the candlelight. No one moved. Then we heard it. 3 slow knocks on the wall. Knock, knock, knock. I couldn't breathe. Liz started crying. James swore and ran up the stairs, but the basement door slammed shut before he could reach it. The planchette moved on its own. ISAIDDONTTURNAROUND. Then it spelled ISEEYOU. That's when I felt it. Cold breath on my neck. I finally turned around. Nothing. But when I looked back at the board, it was spelling again. Fast, frantic. ITSTILLHERE. ITSNOTME. What the hell does that mean? Liz whispered. And then the board went silent. We sat there for maybe a minute, not breathing, not moving. Then the planchette twitched once more, just once. ITKNOWSYOURNAME. And just like that, it spelled it out. ANDREA. That's my name. We burned the board the next day. Or tried to. It didn't really burn. Just turned black and started to scream. I haven't been in that basement since. But sometimes, at night, I still hear the knocking. The goodbye we never said. I never believed in any of that Ouija board crap. Spirits, ghosts, demons, just stories to scare kids at sleepovers. That's probably why I said yes when my friend Emma brought out the old board she found in her grandma's attic. It looked legit, though. Aged wood, yellowed letters, and a weird smell like burned paper and rot. There were 4 of us, me, Emma, Chris, and Jess. We lit candles, turned off the lights, and sat cross-legged in a circle around the board. Typical spooky sleepover stuff. Jess was the one who insisted we actually follow the rules. No jokes, no breaking the circle, and always say goodbye. We put our fingers on the planchette. It felt cold, like ice. Emma asked, "Is there anyone here with us?" Nothing happened for a long moment. Then the planchette moved. I swear I wasn't pushing it. I thought someone else had to be messing with us. It slid to yes. I laughed nervously. "Okay, who's screwing around?" No one answered. The room got heavy, like the air thickened. Chris asked, "What's your name?" The planchette moved again, faster this time. Alex. I froze. My brother's name was Alex. He died 3 years ago in a car crash. I never told any of them that. My heart was pounding. "What do you want?" The planchette paused, then moved to YOU. I yanked my fingers off the board. "Stop messing with me," I snapped, standing up. "This isn't funny." "I'm not doing anything," Emma cried. Her face had gone pale. "I thought you were." Chris looked freaked out too. "Let's just say goodbye and end it." Jess reached out with her hand to move the planchette. The moment her fingers touched it, all the candles blew out at once. The room went black. Something whispered in my ear. Cold breath against my neck. "You left me," I screamed and fumbled for the light. When it clicked on, Jess was gone. Vanished. Just gone. No open windows, no sound, no trace. The planchette was still on the board. One last word spelled out, "N-O." We never said goodbye. We called the police. They searched the house, the woods, everywhere. No sign of her. The board, it disappeared too. But some nights I hear tapping on my bedroom window. 3 knocks, always at 3:33 a.m. I don't look anymore, because last time I did, Jess was standing there, smiling, and behind her something wearing my brother's face. I never believed in the paranormal. Ghosts, demons, spirits, just stories people told to scare themselves. That changed last October. My best friend Lisa had this old Ouija board she found in her grandmother's attic. It was warped, the wood dark and cracked, with faded letters and a strange symbol carved in one corner that didn't match anything in the usual alphabet. She joked it was cursed. I rolled my eyes. We were alone in her basement, me, Lisa, and her cousin Danny. Candles flickered around us, and the board sat between us like some ancient relic. We placed our fingers lightly on the planchette and asked the usual dumb questions. "Is there anyone here with us? What's your name?" For a while, nothing happened. Then the planchette moved. I thought Lisa or Danny was pushing it, but they both looked too shocked. It spelled out M-I-R-A. "Who's Mira?" I asked. H-E-L-P-M-E, the board spelled. We laughed nervously, thinking it was all part of the game. Then the air got cold. Not just chilly, freezing. I could see my breath. The candles flickered violently. Lisa's nose started to bleed, just out of nowhere. She wiped it, laughing it off, but she looked pale. We decided to stop, but when we tried to lift our fingers, we couldn't. It was like something had glued them down. The planchette moved again, faster now. SHEISCOMING. Suddenly, there was a loud knock upstairs. 3 slow, heavy knocks. Lisa's dog started barking like crazy, but then it just stopped mid-growl. Silent. Danny stood up, trying to back away, but he tripped, pulling the whole table with him. The candles blew out. Darkness. In that pitch-black silence, we heard breathing. Not ours. Deep, guttural, and close. Then something whispered in my ear, so close I felt its breath on my skin. "She wears your skin." The lights snapped back on. Lisa was on the floor, unconscious. Her eyes were rolled back, and she had deep scratches down her arms. Danny was shaking. I couldn't move. I was frozen in place with this overwhelming feeling that something was still there. We burned the board the next day, or at least tried to. It didn't burn. It just sat in the flames, blackened but whole. Lisa hasn't spoken since that night. She just stares, sometimes at the ceiling, sometimes at me. And sometimes I catch her mouthing something. "Mira,